Recording. We are ready, Lisa.
Okay, great. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Get Moving Middleton. Kate is taking the day off today, so if she asks, everything went fine and Kristen was 100% sober this morning. Let's thank our October sponsors, Community Around the Children's Hospital, Catch, and Neckerman Insurance, as well as those annual sponsors, MG&E, Marco Technologies, Premier Retirement Partners, and Hilton Garden Inn. So for virtual etiquette, everyone's been on so many Zoom calls, right?
Are ranked number 4.
All
the
the
players, all the pro teams.
Let's keep yourselves on mute. But we like to see your smiling faces. So if you could have your, whoops, sorry, I just lost my script here. If you could have your camera on, we'd love to be able to see your beautiful faces. And then don't forget that you can also post any community events or promotions or send those over to me and I can get those added for you. Feel free to utilize the chat throughout today's event to engage with others or ask questions. Kristen and I will monitor it as it relates to the speakers today. And then Kristen will send out an email tomorrow, but we just ask that you don't use it to add to your newsletter or spam list, that you use it to make some genuine connections here. And then finally, our resource page. It's more than just pandemic news. We have our member survey out there, Connect for Change, and some professional development information. So all of our events are recorded and out on our YouTube channel, as well as our video member spotlights and possibly some fun videos from Sportoberfest. And if you don't already follow us on social media, you'll want to do that. We do post quite a bit out there. Next up for me are our member milestones. I'd like to give a big congratulations to all of these renewing members. We had 55 members renew in September, so that's a great number. So let's go on to welcoming our new members. First up is Catalan Biologics. With deep expertise in advanced technologies, they help you deliver better therapies to patients quickly and reliably. Leslie Henson is here this morning from Curran Cabinetry and Design, and they excel in custom cabinetry for your home or office. They also make entertainment centers and kitchen tables. Next is Stacy with Dementia Friendly Middleton. They are a group of volunteers who train and educate area businesses and individuals to help those with dementia feel more engaged in community life. Dollar General is a variety store featuring discounted food products, home goods, health and beauty supplies, among many other items. Eric Townley is here this morning from Flamingo Theory Marketing. They are the premier Madison area digital marketing and creative agency, helping you stand out from the, wait for it, flock. Next up, we have Rachel. She's an employee benefits consultant for Johnson Financial Group, and she can help provide the right tools and information for your organization to create an effective and compliant benefits program. So Kylie's Gift Cottage is actually going to be opening really soon over on Frank Lloyd Wright Avenue. They're a specialty artisan gift shop, and join us for their open house and ribbon cutting on October 22nd at noon. Lacey Drury from LaDrew Enhanced Cosmetics. She provides microblading, velvet lip blush tattooing, as well as breast cancer restoration tattooing. Princeton Club Express offers top-of-the-line cardio and strength equipment, certified personal trainers, group classes, and more. And they're actually welcoming you to attend boot camp for free on October 18th through 29th. They're also doing a special Middleton Chamber member incentive for joining. And then last up is Deborah Schwartz, an independent certified coach, speaker, and trainer with the John Maxwell team. She uses proven techniques to advance your leadership and business results. And let's give a big round of applause for our August ambassadors of the month, Deb Laurel and Val Harchis. Between our office staff and ambassadors, we've reached out to over 600 of our 720 members in the last 100 days. So way to go to Deb, Val, and all the ambassadors. And then my final section this morning are our chamber microgroups. Abigail mentioned the HR one that's going to be starting soon. So these are all the microgroups that we know of. You know, if you want to join one, reach out to that contact person, or you can start your own. So now I'm going to turn it back to Kristen.
Good morning, everyone. We're so happy to have you guys here. I just want to point out a couple of things that Lisa just said that hopefully you guys picked up on too. So she just introduced 10 new members from the last month, which I think is incredible and really speaks to the power of the awesome members that we have. You know, it's Lisa's job to kind of get them here, but it's because of all of you and the warm welcome that you give them and the inclusiveness of our group and how much fun that we have as well. So thank you to all of you that are, you know, spreading positive messages about the chamber and encouraging others to join. We super appreciate that. And then she also mentioned, so 600 out of our 720 members have had a contact with even our ambassador or a staff person in the last 100 days. That seems incredible to me. So again, thank you to our ambassadors, especially Deb and Val, for this last month of all of their service. We super appreciate you guys. Okay, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to tell you what else is happening for the month of October. So we have 2 more events for this month. They are both going to be virtual. They're from our On Track series. So the first one is next week, Tuesday. It's how to get found using Google. So if you guys have ever Googled a business, so you just typed in, you know, Middleton Chamber of Commerce, you get that little thing over on the right. I don't know which side is my right for you guys. But there's pictures and it says your hours and your address. It's like, well, how do you get that there? And did you know that you guys can actually run ads on Google to help with all of that too? So we're going to do a deeper dive into all of that, especially some free resources, because free is my favorite price, especially for small businesses, excuse me, on a budget. How do we do all that, you know, effectively? And then the other one we're doing is also pretty timely. It's how to use e-commerce and Amazon to grow in a post-COVID. So if you've got services or products that you, tangible things that you sell online, this would be a really great one for you. If you're just curious and you want to know more about it, please come. We've got some great experts in e-commerce that are joining us to kind of help you figure that out and get started. So I also want to mention that we are starting sponsorship reach outs for the 2022 programming. So these are our different program tracks that we have, specifically taking reservations or requests to be a monthly sponsor of Get Moving Middleton in 2022. Can't believe 22 is like a thing, but we would love to have you guys be part of that. All right, so we're cruising along this morning, you guys. Next up, oh no, Nikki or Danielle, I forgot to change Nikki's name on here. We had a little change in who's going to be presenting today with the monthly sponsorship. So the Neckerman Agency is a great partner with the Middleton Chamber, who works very closely with Catch, which is the community around the Children's Hospital at the American Family Children's Hospital. So they were kind enough to sponsor Catch to be able to share their message. And joining us today from that organization is Danielle Camps. So Danielle Camps serves as the Senior Managing Director of Development at the Wisconsin Foundation and Alumni Association. She leads the philanthropic strategy and team for the hospital, for the Children's Hospital. Danielle is a Madison native and Badger fan, so welcome. We always love that. She double majored in history and political science. Following several years in a fast-paced world of politics, she joined the team at American Family Children's Hospital and has served with the philanthropic team for 9 years. So with that, Danielle, I would love to turn it over to you.
Wonderful. Thanks, Kristen. Good morning, everyone. Really appreciate being here and being able to share a little bit about American Family Children's Hospital and Catch. And thanks to Ryan White and Neckerman Agency for their sponsorship. So a little bit about the hospital. American Family Children's Hospital opened back in 2007, and we have 111 beds. We initially built the hospital, and if you build it, they will come. So just a couple of years after we built the hospital, we had to expand. We expanded up and out at our current footprint right now. And when we built the hospital, we are a 501c3 nonprofit constructed without any taxpayer subsidies. The cool thing about our hospital is completely dedicated to pediatrics. So we have 9 ORs specifically for kids, because we know kids are not little adults. And we have a special hybrid OR cath lab suite. We are a level 1 pediatric trauma center. That's the highest level that you can have. And we also have a level 4 neonatal intensive care unit. Again, that's the highest level of NICU that you can have. So we see the tiniest little babies that come into our care. And American Family Children's Hospital has been around since 2007, but we've had a pediatric hospital at UW for over 100 years. So a long history of treating kids here in the Madison area. And we've seen kiddos from 49 states. So if you guys know anyone from Vermont, please send them our way so we can say that we've treated kids from all 50 states. But yeah, we see most of our kids from Dane County, but our outreach is very large because we have some of the best pediatric specialists and surgeons in the world. And one of the things I like to do is really kind of ground myself and why are we here? It's because of the kiddos, it's because of the patients and families. And when I'm chatting with folks, it always amazes me how almost everybody has a personal connection to the hospital, whether their kiddo has been treated, maybe their niece or nephew or their sister, their grandchild or neighbor. Almost everyone has some sort of personal connection to the hospital. But this is Boone here. And Boone was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. That is quite a diagnosis for him. And HLHS is one of the most complex cardiac seen in newborns and is probably one of the most challenging to manage. And a child with this, all of the structures on the left side of the heart, that's the heart, the side of the heart that receives the oxygen-rich blood from the lungs and pumps it out to the body, that left side was very underdeveloped. So when we see kiddos with this, they need to have 2 very intense surgeries right away. So when Boone was just 1 week old, he went under a cardiothoracic surgery. And keep in mind, he's only 1 week. The size of his heart is like the size of the tip of your thumb, like a walnut. So our surgeons are going in there and fixing him up. So at 1 week, he had a procedure. And then at 5 months, he came back and had another procedure. And he is doing fantastic right now. But again, our reach is wide. The family's from Iowa, and they actually came to see us at UW for surgical care based on our rankings in US News and World Report and just our reputation. And then Boone's moms meet other moms. They talk about surgeries and parent groups. And she came across another family in Iowa through social media who was expecting a baby with HLHS again and recommended that that baby come to see us too. And baby Aniston just left AFCH after her first surgery just a little bit ago. She did awesome, and she'll be coming back in a couple months for that second procedure. And if you've ever been in our hospital, you can see my background right here. It's a fun environment, and all of our floors have different themes. And the one that Boone was on for his appointments, it's a farm themed floor because we are in Wisconsin. And he was seen in our cow hallway, which is awesome because his dad is a dairy farmer. And instead of exam beds for little kids, we actually have John Deere tractors and fun things so kids don't feel as scared when they're coming in for their appointments. And I'm so excited to share our newest program with you guys. If anyone is a dog lover like me, we just instituted the CHAMPS program. So this is the Canine Health and Medical Pals Facility Dog Program. And this is Kiko. Kiko is 2.5 years old, and she was trained down in Georgia for her entire life. We just brought her back to Madison about 2 weeks ago, and she is a facility dog. She's the first one in the state, so we're super excited to have that. And she works 40 hours a week like a real employee at the hospital, and that's Brianna, her handler, who's on our child life team. And we're so excited for Kiko to be with us. And in the spring, we will be getting a second facility dog too, just because we're already seeing the benefits that this is providing to kiddos and their family. Does she bark in a Southern accent? I love that. That's so cute. So I know a lot of people ask, how can I help? How can I make a difference? How can I get involved? So one of the things that you can do is join community around the Children's Hospital. This is a great group of members, about 600 members at the moment. and you can volunteer at the hospital, you can network, attend our events that we have, and just know that you're supporting a good cause and supporting the kiddos. You can attend an upcoming event. We've got a lot of things on pause right now with COVID, but October 21st, 22nd, and 23rd is our annual radiothon. So tune in to some local Madison stations to hear some very inspiring stories from our patients. Volunteer at the hospital. It's a great way to get involved. Before I started working at the hospital, my dog and I were part of a volunteer pet therapy program. So that's how I got involved with the hospital. Right now, most volunteer opportunities are on pause because of COVID, but we'll be bringing those back soon. And then I always love to invite people in for a behind the scenes tour of the hospital. I think there's no better way to see the miracles that happen every day in our doors by coming in to the hospital. Those are also on hold right now, just due to COVID, but when it's safe to do so, again, I would welcome the opportunity to tour anyone here. And then just want to thank you all again for your support. AFCH is really where hearts, minds, and hands meet to provide remarkable care for kids. My contact information is there. Please feel free to get in touch with me if you have any questions about the hospital, navigating the system, the health system, and then the website right there for learning more about Catch.
Thank you, Danielle. That's awesome. It's incredible that a form of the Children's Hospital has been around for 100 years. I think that says a lot about the community and the hospital in general, and that we've reached 49 different states. Like, you never want your child to have to be in a situation where they maybe need the Children's Hospital, but to have that resource so close to us, I think is amazing. And would love to meet Kiko. I think like he needs to make an appearance at one of these events, hopefully in the future. But okay. We are going to.
Whoops, Kristen, sorry. We did have one question come into the chat.
Go for it.
So Deborah was wondering if the princesses are going to be roaming the halls again this year.
Yeah, so we've had the princesses and superheroes and Star Wars folks come. Right now with COVID, no, but hopefully when those restrictions ease, we'll have them back because they were such a hit with the kids.
Thank you. Great.
Yeah, I want a princess to roam the hallway if I'm in the hospital. Okay, it is now my pleasure to introduce Dana Minogue. Dana is the superintendent of the Middleton Crafts Plains School District, to which she was appointed in July of 2019, and she's worked in Wisconsin schools for over 25 years. So as the superintendent, Dr. Minogue wants to see all kids thrive and succeed and provide many pathways for kids to connect and find their purpose in life. So Dana, I'd love to turn it over to you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Kristen. And are you gonna, awesome. I need to let you know that our building is under construction right now, and I am not in control of the construction noise that might come through as I'm with you today. So hopefully they're going to take it easy over the next couple of minutes here. So it's certainly a pleasure being with you today, and I'm excited to share an update about our amazing school system. I'm compelled to begin today by honoring the 3 young men who were tragically killed in a car accident this past Saturday evening. 2 of the boys, Evan and Jack, were seniors at Middleton High School, and Simon attended our schools through 10th grade. Our hearts are with their families and with the senior class as they move through a very, very difficult time. It is homecoming week this week at our high school, and our students are finding many beautiful ways to honor these 3 amazing students. Our district is composed of 11 schools. We have 7 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools, 1 comprehensive high school and 1 charter school, Clark Street. We serve 7,360 students in grades 4K through 12, and we employ nearly 1,300 staff members. Every year, the demographics of our student body changes. Our diversity is our strength and something we uphold as a value and a gift. You can see our current demographic breakdown of our student body here. I want to recognize our school board. These 9 individuals have provided steadfast support and leadership through perhaps one of the most challenging time periods to be in board service. We appreciate them beyond measure. Our school board assists us in the development of our strategic vision, the highlights of which are included here. I want to call your attention to our portrait of a graduate. as these are the competencies we are working to develop in our students as they move through our school system. And we hope these connect to the dispositions you desire in your employees. Our goals really say it all. We want our students to belong and thrive in our schools. We want our staff to feel empowered and supported, and we want our community to trust and value our district. We are currently focusing on a small number of strategic priorities. The first is in the area of staffing our schools, and because we know representation matters to our students, we are working to diversify our staff so that it mirrors our student body demographics. Our school board goals and district goals are written to be in complement with one another. We want a very talented staff member in every single classroom in our district, and we want our folks to love coming to work every day. We have a singular academic focus as a district, and that is reading proficiency for our students. If our students are competent and confident readers by the end of third grade, their chance for future success as they move through our system is significantly improved. Our students are amazing. They are uniquely talented, creative, and bright, and they come to us with a variety of experiences, all of which need to be honored and valued. Because we honor and value every student, we recognize that every student's needs are different and unique, and therefore we view everything we do through a lens of educational equity. We allocate resources to our buildings according to student needs. We design our curriculum with equity at the center. A recent example of this is a newly designed 9th grade U.S. history course that all of our students are taking this year called Land, People, and Power. This course aims to teach accurate U.S. history from multiple perspectives, and we are really proud of this curricular advancement. We staff our buildings according to student needs and place additional supports where they are needed the most. Equity is the lens through which we view all of our work. Our community is incredibly supportive of our schools, and a successful referendum in 2018 has resulted in some significant capital improvements that I want to highlight. We opened the doors of our 7th elementary school last year, Pope Farm Elementary. This beautiful new school is nestled in the Pope Farm Conservancy on Old Sauk Road and is designed to serve up to 600 students. The building was designed also with sustainability and a unifying theme in mind, pollinators. Park Elementary in Cross Plains received a new cafeteria and kitchen addition that provides an expansive view of the nature that surrounds that school. The school also received upgrades to the rest of the building that were really long overdue. Finally, Middleton High School is undergoing a major renovation. The first phase of the renovation involved the construction of a 3-story addition that opened this fall, with the second phase due to be completed this summer. The building offers a variety of innovative spaces and programming for kids, and truly looks and feels more like a college campus than a traditional high school. As you are all keenly aware, we continue to do our work during a global pandemic, and virus mitigation remains a top priority in our district. We have had very little COVID incidents among students or staff this school year, which lets us know our efforts are effective. The partnership we have with our families has been a key to our success as well. I'm really proud to share these statistics with you. We are again the #1 school district in Dane County and the #2 school district in the state of Wisconsin. We had 27 students qualify as National Merit semifinalists this year, the largest number in our district's history, and our staff's credentials continue to expand. Despite the pandemic and all of the challenges facing our young people today, our kids continue to excel in the classroom, on the athletic field, and on the stage. We have recently celebrated several state championship teams and individual athletes. We are hiring. We too are facing some significant staffing challenges in a few key areas. So if you know anyone who might be interested in working for the #1 school district in the county, please have them contact us. We are always looking for ways to improve and for people to recognize. So if you want to take out your cell phone and put your phone up to the screen. So Kristen, if you could just pause there for a second. You should be able to go using this QR code to a quick survey. We'd really, really appreciate your feedback if you'd be kind enough to give it to us. Appreciate that. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We have a brand new Department of Public Relations and Information, and they do a wonderful job of telling our story using a variety of social media outlets. So we appreciate a follow. And again, really appreciate the time to be with you today. And please, at any time, feel free to reach out to me. Love to give you a tour of any of our facilities or just talk to you more about the amazing things that are happening in our district. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. We appreciate that. I think there's no harder time to be a teacher or in education, and especially you leading the helm. Thank you for all of your hard work to make school still a fun place to be and to keep our students safe. We definitely appreciate that. And the strength of the district shines through in some of these statistics and things you shared. So we should all feel very proud of that. Okay, we're gonna do something fun. Today, we are going to spend a little time. Traditionally, you guys know we do FaceTime next, which we're going to do, but I need some help. We are starting actually to plan all of our education events for 2022, believe it or not. And we really could use your input on what you guys want to take a deeper dive into, what you're curious about, what you want to learn more, who do you want to learn it from. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set up our breakout rooms, and then I'm going to drop a link here into the chat for you guys. And this is going to take you to a survey and kind of give you some talking points as you go through the next exercise. So before we dive out there, I wanted just to put this screen up. So if this is something you guys want to take a picture of, if you want to screenshot it, save it so that when you get into your breakout rooms, it helps. So the four kind of areas we're looking for some input is for Get Moving Middleton. So it consists of, as you guys know, like we've done, 2, 3, 4 brief updates of different areas of the community or business topics that are happening, trends, something that's fast and quick and can keep us moving. Our economic development is kind of self-explanatory, but it's areas that can help our economy grow from a local to a state level, anything in between. Business Boost is really that professional development education opportunity to kind of help you, define a new skill or kind of ways to grow up the corporate ladder, whatever that might be, or maybe it's even transition out of your business and kind of go the opposite way. On Track is the one where we always pick a specific topic. So if we think back to 2020, that was social media. Every topic on Track was about social media. This year, On Track is focused on marketing and technology. So every program we do has some marketing or technology component to it. So that's what we're looking for next year. So if you guys want to go ahead and click that link that I dropped into the chat, and I'm going to work on some breakout rooms here. All right, so I'm going to create those and I'm opening up. We're going to spend maybe a few more minutes in there. Please still do all of the networking that you guys are used to. We want you to have that time to kind of network, but anything you can do to kind of help us get some ideas around programming for next year, I would absolutely appreciate. So have fun and we'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Not enough time in breakouts to get through it all?
I'm happy to jump in for our group.
Yeah.
We had some participants that would like to be more informed on some of the construction that's happening around town. Cones go up, backhoes show up, and just a heads up on what's happening there. Obviously,
Perfect.
Approvals are given months before the backhoes show up, but some insights there would be good. Multifamily housing seems to be everywhere. What's the story there? And then education sessions, motivation, business insights, and perhaps effective communication skills.
Okay. Awesome.
Good job, Van.
Did I cover it, Rick?
You got it covered.
Took good notes.
Kristen, one topic that came up in particular that everyone's dealing with is the staffing.
Yeah.
How do we cope? What are some, topics around that?
Brace for it to not end anytime soon. But yes, I have a speaker in mind that we did a session that Kate sat on a session with. That might be really good. So perfect. Business plans. Thank you, Paul. All right, well, that survey, you guys, we're going to keep open for the next week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks. I'm also going to drop it in the newsletter. And then I'll put it in the after event email that you guys get from me as well, so that if something else comes up or you want to fill out one just for yourself or share it with your team, please do. The more input we get from you guys, the better. My goal and my job here is to bring you programming and education events that you need. So it's really great for me to come up with ideas, but if you guys don't need it or want it, it doesn't hit the point of what the chamber is all about. So
sorry, this is Abigail. This might tangentially hit on the staffing issue, but it's more a question than anything, but maybe something that somebody could speak to at a future Middleton Chamber of Commerce event. It wouldn't be me, but I was just wondering, does anybody know about the Afghan refugees? I heard that there's going to be like about 399-ish that are going to be resettled in the Madison area. And I was just thinking, I mean, that might help with our staffing crunch to a certain extent. I mean, I know many of them may not, speak fluent English and things like that. So they may not necessarily, be able to kind of jump right in to some of, some kinds of jobs. But I was just kind of curious if we have anybody in the local area who might be able to speak to that at a future Chamber of Commerce meeting, because I know I'm kind of curious about it.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Abigail. Perfect. Anyone else want to share? All right. Well, then a huge thank you again to Neckerman Agency for providing the opportunity for Catch to join us. Thank you, Danielle, for being here to kind of share the message of what you guys are doing and all the awesome things at the Children's Hospital. Thank you. And then a shout out to our annual sponsors. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you to MG&E, to Marco Technologies, Premier Retirement Partners, and of course the Hilton Garden Inn. So just a reminder, if you do not want your email included in the after event summary, please let me know by the end of the day, and you guys will get that wrap up email tomorrow morning from me. Follow us on social media. Lisa does a fabulous job, and if you know her personality, she makes it a lot of fun. We're also going to be posting pictures here as I round them up from Sporttoberfest. So if you're a part of that, please send me your photos as well. And we look forward to seeing all of you guys next month as we do it all again. Thanks for being here.